I'm Bobby Huynh, and let's queer up trans rights. Are fewer people really identifying as trans? Experts say the data's wrong. Conservatives are seizing on new data they say proves fewer young people identify as transgender, but experts warn the numbers are being twisted. Earlier this month, right-wing commentator Eric Kaufmann claimed that trans identification is in freefall among the young. His comments were echoed by psychologist Jean Twenge, who shared a graph suggesting the percentage of 18 to 22-year-olds identify as trans dropped from 4.5% in 2023 to 3% in 2024, and non-binary identities from 5% to 2%. But journalist Erin Reed called the analysis a massive statistical error, saying that it ignored binary trans people. Activist James Billingham's own review of the same dataset found the opposite trend, showing slight increases, not declines. Critics also note that Twenge's study covered just 2 years and left major questions about how prefer not to say responses were treated. Gallup polls, meanwhile, show the share of U.S. adults identifying as trans has actually risen since 2022. Experts stress that fewer people identifying publicly doesn't mean fewer exist. It may reflect growing fear in a hostile political climate. And that's exactly the nail on the head. There are fewer people outwardly identify as trans simply because the right-wing people like Eric Kaufmann are handing them back into the closet. There are probably just as many gay people in proportion of population in 1910s until now. The fact that there are less gay people then is not because there are less gay people, just less out-identified gay people. And that is how the right wing tried to twist the statistics and say, oh, trans people are down and anti-trans policies are working, and just keep pushing those dangerous, harmful, and erasure of people's identity onto the population and they should mind their own fucking business.
I hear, I went through the whole down the rabbit hole for this article of reading Erin's piece and the original piece but there's a couple things that Erin and a few others mentioned, and I as someone who does statistical research will also point out, one, studying 18 to 22-year-olds over a 4-year period, not the most statistically significant thing to look at. The numbers go up or down a dash, but also aging such a small age group, every 2 years you look at it,